Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name's Kilcamdave and this is it's a review on the M46 Patton KR. Now this tank is very special, and it's very special to me because I put a lot of hard work in for myself. I didn't just do it for you guys as well, I did it for myself. So if you haven't been living under a rock lately, you must have realised that 13 days ago, there was an operation out to win either the VK45023, which is the Adler non-skin version, which I've already got the Adler. So I chose to go for the M46 Patton KR. Now obviously before I did the operation, I kind of did my research on the tank itself. I watched a few videos. Obviously I watched Quickie Baby's one, and obviously I watched Captain Beardface. I do recommend going and following them because Captain Beardface is legendary, and he's awesome, and hopefully he watches my videos. But he kind of picked up on a very good point that that this is just kind of an all-rounder tank, and obviously he mentioned it quite a lot in the video, and it was really funny, to be fair. And if you haven't checked out that video, then go and check it out. The main thing I took from that video, and I will say this, is that I have the Super Persian, obviously, and now I have the M46 Patton. If you're just starting this game, say, I don't know, say you got it a couple of weeks ago, you're looking to buy a new premium tank, this probably is not one of the tanks for you guys, because you've got to be a bit more savvy on, I would say, gun depression and map awareness. Now, you're not going to get that straight away from an unexperienced player, shall I say. But for a player like myself who's been playing 4 years, I would never say that I'm the best. I would never say that I am awesome. I can always improve, and everyone can always improve. There is a lot more people, a lot better people out there than myself. But obviously, I got the Super Persian when I first started the game. It was my first premium tank. I needed to boost my crew. And it is such a good tank, the Super Persian, as you can see on screen. It's got so many strong points on the front, like the frontal armor. Here, obviously, you've got the plate, which is where, you know, the front plate, which protects it like a riot shield. And you've got the riot shield kind of around the actual turret itself. Now, obviously, there's a considerable amount of differences between this and the Patton. I would never compare it to it, but they are kind of the same in a way, because they are the two main tier 8 kind of premiums. This is still available in store, the Super Persian, and sometimes they release the Freedom, which is the Super Persian but with the American flag on it. And it's a great tank. It's an all-round tank. It does meet tier 9s, which is great. It has exactly the same value, 50% silver, I believe, and 15% on the XP for silver XP, for stars XP. And exactly the same as what the M46 Patton does, but this is very slow. Now this tank is more of a heavy medium, whereas the M46 Patton, which we are going to preview today, is a medium tank. Now, straight off the bat, this tank itself, like I said, it's got great gun depression. It's a great all-round medium tank. It is a super, I would say it's just basically like the tier 9, the M46, standard stock, but with the Persian gun. Now, don't get me wrong, this camo stands out quite well. I don't know if it gives you a little bit more on the concealment side or the camo rating side, because it has a paint job, and because you can't, I think it does, but I'm not going to kind of say that if it doesn't. But yeah, like I said, this tank has mobility. So what this tank does is, even though you do meet tier 10s, you can be very clever on this. And if you've got big slow ass heavies, or big slow ass say tank destroyers at tier 10, you can just track them, you can get round them, you can spin and start just annoying them, especially E3s, because E3s can't turn their turret very well, and as soon as you track them, this little baby just kind of ranks on the points. It just racks them up, and that is where this tank excels, which is the mobility. Obviously, as I've mentioned, it's got a great, it does earn you some silver. So if you are more that experienced player, and obviously you want to buy it, and you like the paint job, then feel free to hit it up in store. I didn't want to win it myself because I didn't want to pay for it myself because I knew I could win it. It took a lot of grinding. I didn't release a video last week or the week before because I really kind of needed to get grinding on this tank. So yeah, I feel that it's not overall an average tier 8 tank. It's not got any bad sides, and it's not really got any excelling sides apart from the actual mobility. I mean, okay, fair enough, the bad side, perhaps it could have a better accuracy. But let's talk about the stats of this tank then, shall we? So here you have the standard rounds at 192, and as I would like to say, obviously, I think it's the Persian, which is the tier 8 counterpart to it, which anyone can grind for free in the tank tree. That has 190 on its 90mm gun, but it excels when it has 263 or 262. I think it's right, but if it's wrong, then roast me in the comments. But it has much better premium rounds. Now, obviously, if they made this tank much better premium, if they made this the same as the counterpart, no one would be grinding along that route, just because it would kind of make the tier 8 it wouldn't. What I feel is that they have to kind of nerf these premium tanks because they don't want it to be too good compared to its counterpart. But obviously, you can move on to go to the M46 Patton, and once you get the 105mm, I think the Patton, I haven't played the Patton, but a lot of people have said it's a really good tank. So the accuracy on this tank is 2.5, which is average, but if you put gun lane drive on it, you can get that down with a decent crew as well. The accuracy is terrible, not really that good, to be fair. Not what I'd expect, really. I was expecting 0.36 or 0.37, but 0.38, it's not too bad. You just got to kind of lead your shots a little bit. That's all really advice I can give you. Again, the traverse speed's 38. The turret armor, as I said, is 127. It's kind of strong at the front, but it does have its weak points. You don't really want to be facing hugging anyone in this tank, especially if you meet tier 10s. As I said, use the ridgeline, use your gun depression, and that's where you'll excel in this tank. Also, use its mobility, especially when you see those E3s. Track them, well, you know, even if you get tracks for artillery. Tracking points for artillery, you know. Tracking assists, sorry, shall I say. So, you know, overall, it's just an average kind of tier 8 medium with a really good kind of silver making money maker. But I think if they'd have put it down to a tier 9 preferential, they would have nerfed it a hell of a lot. And I feel that perhaps what they've done is they've just made it an average tank, and it kind of doesn't have, like, you know, on the Chrysler, I know it's weird to compare it, but on the Chrysler K, it has a massive frontal armor. You know, it's got that exceptional, it's got that va-va-voom about it. It's got something different compared to other tanks, whereas this doesn't have really anything different compared to its counterpart at tier 8 in a tech tree. All I can say is it's better than T25 Pilot, which I kind of regret buying now. But still, you know, I wish I'd have got the Vengeance, which gives you the extra 50% crew, but we won't go into that. I was an idiot and I should have bought the other one. But anyway, as I said, I won this for free, and overall I think this is just an average tank at tier 8. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't give you that wow factor, but the paint job's certainly brilliant. So well done, Wargaming. I'm going to leave you with gameplay of the M46 Patton. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, then, like I said, give us a really good rating, or give us a like rating. That would be great. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. That would really help out as well. And I kind of want to grow this channel, so guys, all your support would be brilliant. Yeah, stay tuned for the next video on this kind of platform itself. I really want, like I said, I really want to make this a good channel. And your support is great so far at the moment. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the battlefield, and happy tanking.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base. location.